You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
We're joined with Fiona, and I understand you were quilting yesterday, so could you tell us where that was and what it was part of?
As part of Poppy Patchers, we had a quilt show in the garden yesterday behind the Poppy Crafts shop in Victoria Street in Sheerness. It's a community garden organised by the Harmony Trust. So we had a show to raise funds for them yesterday.
And how well did you do?
We raised £200 and 11 pence. So they're thoroughly delighted because they're running short of funds. They're inundated with requests for help, so we managed to do a little bit yesterday to help them provide those.
So how long was the quilt? I understand it was a fair length.
Well, in total there was 27 quilts hanging around the garden, so it was over 100 feet's worth of quilts, and there was probably a couple of hundred items on a table and displayed, small little bits that the girls have made over the last year.
Well, I was going to ask that, how many of there were you making then?
There's 6 of us, more or less. Comes and goes a bit over the year, but most of them just started quilting in October last year, and these really are their very first things they have ever made.
So I understand you've been teaching them as well?
I have been, yes. We started a class in October, as I said, and they started off making a few little bits and pieces like needle cases and things like that, and then they graduated on to making quilt blocks. So every time they made a new block, they made one for me, and we put it together and made a quilt for raffling yesterday, which went towards the total.
So if anyone was interested in quilting, is there a way they can find out more or contact you?
There's several groups around. If you have a look on the Quilters Guild website, that gives more details about where you can go locally and things like that.
Well, thank you, Fiona, for telling us all about what you've been doing.
Thank you, Daniel.